These are first group I made, and I don't know how to flatten them out with patty, because I always slap something on the counter and roll it out or something. But people just shape these doughy portions by hand, flatten them out, and then put them in these. So this is nice and thick. The recipe is on YouTube Google search. It's the best Frybread, and it's from a native page. SGU. SGU. Sinte Gleska University is the name of the native website. SINTEGLESKA University. Sinte Gleska University. And I guess go to their YouTube Sinte Gleska page, and then on it to search the best Frybread. And it's a video of a native woman making Frybread. But when you look at the screen and stuff of the video, you see like old time 1970s, 1980s colors of orange and dark red, and not anything like today's 2021 dreary drab yellows and the mottled alcoholic greasy skin tone of so. And my little nose piece fell out one too many times in the bathroom downstairs, so I'm not putting that in my nose. Although I do clean up after myself and mop my little floor downstairs, and also where the little puppy has his cage and his comfortable 2 blankets that I bought for him, that little turd. But anyway, so I sweep and clean up the downstairs basement floor, including my own bathroom. But my little ring that I would put on my nose fell out one too many times, of course. And these are just cute little paper clips that you can buy at the dollar store in a little box. And use paper clip on your stationery or something. So, but I'm native, and from some point of view, I always remember something. Or from any sleep dreams of the old world, or any out-of-body experience from the visiting places, old world. You see all of the old ancient people when they had their communications and their devices, and they were talking to each other across country or around the world, or they were talking to people off-world. That's where technology back then was. High technology like we have today, or like we think we have today. So But some of the old societies would just put something in. They wouldn't implant something into their brain or whatever, And it wasn't Orwellian. It wasn't 1984-ish. It wasn't Logan's Run type of. It wasn't Brave New World kind of dystopian. Clearly, hundreds of times more tragic and nefarious, shady world governments. It was high society that many of the old ancient cultures enjoyed and prospered in. So certainly better than what we are today. So, but I got drunk one time about 10 years ago and started wearing my little hoop in my nose, and it's just for me. So, but that's my reason why I have something in my nose right now. It's because I remember from some people near and dear to me and distant people of my own would put something small and micro that they made themselves and contacted whomever. So, this Frybread. I'm not very bad, actually. 5 pounds of flour. A cup of water. A spoon of salt. I thought there'd be sugar, but there wasn't. Or butter. Everybody add butter to their recipe. Apparently, this woman did not. She should have, though. I mean, who doesn't add butter to their recipe? And this woman should have. But she added grease to it, so. Or oil. A cup of oil, Freaking oil. My mom never added oil to any of her fried recipes. Ever since I was a little toddler laying around and little infants and stuff, it takes them a couple of months or so at least just to focus 10 feet over there or more. But little infant in a day or two learns to focus real close on mom. But after a month or so, or within a month, I could start to see across the room or something. And looking back on it, I remember what those motions are, what the scents were, what these sounds were of fry bread being prepared, other foods being cooked. But Mom never added a cup of lard or melted lard or a cup of melted oil. A cup of oil to any bread recipes. But apparently this native woman on the Sinte Gleska, that native website, or whoever submitted that video of that woman making the best fry bread, and it's good. And I'm glad I quit smoking 2 months ago, or 3 months ago now. For now. I didn't totally quit. I just stopped. I'll take up smoking later on. I didn't quit liquor drinking or alcohol drinking. I just stopped for a while. Those are my vices. Those are my benefits those are my things. Yes, alcohol is bad for the overall human condition. Alcohol is bad for some people. They can't handle it, whether it's beer, the soft stuff, or whether it's liquor, the hard liquors. And I inherited the alcohol gene, so, but I didn't address it until I was in my 40s or something. So then I drank hard for 7 years, 7-year liquor party. But I also worked at that time. Woke up every morning, went back to work. I kept an apartment. Didn't have a criminal record. I didn't beat any girlfriends or, well, whatever. I wasn't criminal, so. Behavior is within the person. It's not the substance that people eat or partake of or make or buy or traffic in. That behavior is in the person. So anyway, Frybread. Well, it's really good. I don't know the recipe. I should make more. I'm definitely making more. Actually, I don't have to make any more right now for a day. I still got that bowl of dough. Part of it is in the freezer by the front door, and the other part that I is in this refrigerator. And overnight, poof, half of the portion in the refrigerator was still rising. But I have a paper plate, and I had a plate underneath it, so there was no mess. I just had to put that darn chunk of dough back into its little bread box. So Frybread, love the recipe. 6 cups of water, your table salt. No baking soda, no baking powder. And then yeast. A couple of packs of that regular normal yeast. You don't add the rapid rise fast yeast. It's just a couple of packets of Fleischmann's yeast. And then you just mix your ingredients in a bowl, in the water. And the last thing you add is you start adding your 5-pound bag of flour. And that's where I kind of started to get concerned when the dough was, because I was taking my sweet time and mixing by hand and stuff. But the dough started to rise on me. But I've made small batch of this stuff about a year ago or a few months ago, or small batch though. Just a cup of flour, a couple cups of water, just small batch. I fry it or put it in the pan. Because you can make this in a pan. You can squeeze out some bread dough and flatten it out somehow and put it in a frying pan and heat it up, and it'll be one big thick chunk, one big plate size of just nice thick bread. And if you pan fry it, it won't come out looking all brown like this. It'll be a little bit lighter inside, and depending on the heat setting, a little bit of the outer crust will kind of be black. That is our gabubu bread. So you don't need to use a a special hot oil fryer to make these. Okay, thanks for watching. I make some food sometime. And put this on YouTube and Facebook. Love you, people. God bless.